What's up, y'all? Tap in with us. This is the Humming Pod host at Humming Podcast. Your boy, Kavaski. Thank you so much for listening. We got a very special video here today about synergy. Synergy is a example that I'm going to be giving you guys about what it's like to do business without limitations, but in fullness and in a full perspective of who you are as a creative, as a valuable individual, and as a child of God, able to function and flourish in your garden as wonderfully as you desire. That is what synergy means to me, because synergy, as I uplift my brother or uplift my partner, it is an example for me to see him or her shining the brightest that they can possibly shine, while in turn I do the same. And what are we called to do as believers? Be light in this world where we are surrounded with darkness. Yea, though I walk through the valley of death, I will fear no evil. So let us be light and let us shine bright so that those around us can see the fruit and the fruit of the Spirit that God has blessed upon our lives. I thank you, and let's learn a little bit more about synergy and these fun analogies that I use and this fun video that I use. Thank you. Your boy signing out, but signing in to Humming Pod. Let's go.
So both people in this equation will be taking a loss. So this one person comes together, it creates a whole. This one person comes together, makes a whole. But when they come together as a together as a piece, in reality, they both take losses. That's the perspective they gave to Timmy. And then Timmy goes to school and he sees Crocker every day. He's working on his cars. So they come together. And Timmy says, well, Mr. Crocker, you love cars. Why come we can't figure out a strategy? What does this word look like to you? This word right here, synergy. So synergy is when one person comes together with another person, but both people have an equal level of value. So it's like I got here a word right there. Synergy is important because it really highlights the fact that when one person comes together with another person, each person is valuable. The reason why this word is important is because synergy means to grow. It means to have a fantastical growth, not just an average level of growth, but a fantastical level of growth. Now that word right there looks like this word. Okay. N-E-R-G-Y. N-E-R-G-Y. Sin. So what makes those two words different? What is the dividing line between the two? It's really tough to understand, but I was doing some reading a while ago. I'm gonna paint a picture of the word synergy for us all right now. Okay, in my perspective, using something that we may all know. Let's go for the show. The Fairly Odd Parents. We got Cosmo, we got Wanda, we got Timmy, we got Crocker, and then we could say we have Timmy's parents too. So just in case, we got all these characters, but that doesn't mean we're gonna need all of them. We just listen out them. If we got Timmy Turner, and Timmy's like, wow, everything I've been doing has been for this unique reason, and I want to begin a brand or business based on this, and I want to keep it going, and I want to have a wonderful business that helps other people. And then we have Crocker, who's like, well, we all know what Crocker stands for. He wants to catch the fairies and discover them and ruin whatever it is. He knows that he has an inkling that they exist. But Crocker's like, okay, I love cars and I want to have a business such and such and such and such, and I want to use it. I want it to be beautiful one day. And so, how can I make this possible? And then we have Timmy's parents who say, Timmy, you go to school every day. Is there no way that you could do your business, have your brand at school, and share it with your, your fellow not coworkers, but fellow students, or, your teachers? That's the perspective they gave to Timmy. And then Timmy goes to school and he sees Crocker every day. He's working on his cars, So they come together. And Timmy says, well, Mr. Crocker, you love cars. Why come we can't figure out a strategy? Because I want to do a business that benefits all the people in the community. And I want it to be very good for the people here. And I know your transportation and your love for cars, all the people here have really awesome cars. And I think that you could be a beneficial part in working with me to accomplish this wonderful goal. And so this happens. Crocker says, okay, let's do it. I'm going to put all my stuff aside. I'm going to put all the searching aside. I'm going to do it. And I want to be a part of this business with you, Timmy. And so they get it going. But as they go about the business, the parents start to mediate in the middle for them. Well, Timmy, you've got this wonderful idea. Let me hear your perspective. They talk about it. And they say, okay, that sounds wonderful. They say to Crocker, you got this awesome idea and you love cars and you're doing really well with it. Let's hear your perspective. So Crocker gives his perspective, and then next they come together. And what synergy is the example that I'm trying to get out for the people. I have not experienced a lot in my study. It says a lot of people have not experienced synergy. And it's the truth. A lot of people use synergy in forms of business, and a lot of times in business they just kind of graze over the word and graze over the value of it, and typically we miss the mark of how wonderful synergy can be. I think that would be because people want to gatekeep that idea and keep it for themselves. I think that would be the reason why that would happen. But in the grand scheme of things, gatekeeping is not where it's at. Okay? Gatekeeping is not it. If I spell it wrong, we can always go back and look it up. But he also has a book called The Third Alternative. And I was looking at this word in that book, The Third Alternative. And so what that looks like, synergy looks like this. What this looks like is this. You got one, and they say 1 plus 1 would equal in reality equals 1.5. So both people in this equation will be taking a loss. So this one person comes together, it creates a whole. This one person comes together, makes a whole. But when they come together as a together as a piece, in reality, they both take losses. That's not synergy. This is not synergy. Here's what synergy is. Synergy is this. 1 plus 1. 10. 100. 1,000. I can't even get it in there. But yeah, that's what synergy looks like. One person coming through with his whole, one come with his whole, and they come through and make phenomenal growth. We'll just say that. Make a phenomenal growth. As opposed to just both people taking the L, we do something together and we both have a fantastic growth. So I'm about equally as valuable as you in this. So that's where the synergy comes from. Two people being in likeness of appreciation. So this is really a foundation of ocean science. So It's like when you have a form of business and people say, well, your ideas are awesome, but we're gonna go with his ideas. But that's not the way the business is supposed to be constructed, right? Two people are coming together. This person is in business and they got a great idea. This person is in business and they have a great idea. When they come together, they equally compromise based on this person's ideas are valuable, this person's ideas are valuable, and let's see who can take the lead here, and then who takes the lead here, who takes the lead here, and then who takes the lead here. And what branches off and what comes out of it, let it be organic. Let us not try to keep it in a shielded or like the bubble boy. Let us not try to keep it bubbled in, and to where it's like, no, his ideas are better, so we're gonna move him here. His idea, he's the best, so we're gonna keep him here. And this guy right here may be a lackey, so his words mean nothing. We're gonna keep his higher. No, that is not synergy. Synergy is, so let's do that. Let's do synergy. And when they come together, for the means of the people, what is the best thing to do? It may be Timmy's thing, it may be Crocker's thing, but what is really the best? So you go here and you go for the best thing, according to the people, not according to what makes y'all feel empathetically or personally, ego-drivenly, like better, but for the people, the sake of the people, what is the best for them, according to the business. So know your demographic, know the business, right? So that is the way that we would work this word right here. Oh, sorry about that. That is the way we will work this word right here, which is synergy.